This week for Tactical Tuesday, we're taking a look at the Maxim Defense MDX.
Bam bam, mon chat splash, j'ai sur mon lit à bouffer sa langue en buvant trop mon whisky. Quant à moi, peu dormi, vie débris, mais j'ai dû dormir dans la gouttière où j'ai eu un flash. En 4 couleurs.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This week for Tactical Tuesday, we are out at the beautiful Cobalt Kinetics range shooting the Maxim Defense MDX. Nate, tell us a little bit about this gun.
All right, so this is AR-15 platform, obviously chambered in 7.62 by 39. Kind of a different caliber for AR platform, but really fun. We got from tip to butt, we got one of their suppressors that they make. It is one of their more hard use cans. It's got an 8-inch barrel, 13-inch hand guard, BCM grip, ALG trigger, Radian Talon, and the Raptor. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
The Radian Raptor charging handle, and then their PDW stock fitted with an EOTech, and it is quite a good little package.
Yeah, we were surprised. Neither of us, I mean, ironically, so at Modern Warriors, we sell a lot of the Maxim Defense firearms. However, neither Nate or I have really had a chance to fire one. Outside of maybe SHOT Show, we've put a couple rounds through it, but we haven't been able to just spend an afternoon or some significant amount of time, you know, actually putting rounds through it, running drills like we would with our standard AR-15s. And I think we're both stoked to announce that we're pretty pleasantly surprised about how well this thing worked out.
Today was the first day that I've really put a lot of time on one of these, and I really liked it. It was awesome. Mm-hmm. It's AR platform, 7.62 by 39, so kind of a mutt between an AK and an AR, but it is a gorgeous, beautiful mutt. I really loved it. Like, it was all the knockdown power of an AK. I don't know why, but for me personally, I just feel like when I shoot 7.62 by 39, it just has so much more like oomph down at the end of the range than 5.56, and I love the AR controls. So this was really just awesome for me. I loved it.
Yeah, I was very skeptical, honestly, if I'm being honest. I just didn't think that the 7.62 by 39 round through an AR-15 was going to be that cool. In my mind, I was kind of thinking,
worried about reliability.
Yeah, me too. I've always heard that the AR-15s that are shooting 7.62 by 39 have reliability issues.
Yeah,
and we didn't have
exactly
a single problem.
Zero.
We put a
feeding issues, zero ejection issues. Like,
it was fantastic.
100% reliable. And I don't know how many rounds we shot, but we shot a
few hundred rounds through it today.
Yeah.
I mean, it cycled incredibly smooth.
Yeah.
It felt like, I mean, man, it reminded me an awful lot of my 300 Blackout AR-15, my 7-inch 300 Blackout. This thing shot great. The suppressor did a fantastic job of getting that sound reduced. Very comfortable on the ears, even when shooting without any hearing protection on. Of course, I had to hear what it sounded like just so I can give some real feedback. It sounded great.
Yeah, it's really good without ears. Like, it's no problem.
Because we shot your Sandman just shortly after shooting this one, and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's better.
Yeah, sound-wise, this one is definitely a lot quieter.
So,
great little gun.
A lot of features too. I mean, it's got ambidextrous controls on the lower receiver. So that's also pretty nice to have. I haven't ever ran a receiver with ambidextrous controls, so like I forget they're there. But for those that actually do run those a lot, you're not gonna miss any of those features, which is really nice. I think the 7.62 caliber in an AR platform is really fun for the dudes that want kind of that extra. I feel, I don't know what the foot-pound energy really is between 5.56 and 7.62, but it feels to me like that thing's hitting way harder.
Yeah, I mean, we were throwing still targets over, knocking them down, not just hitting them, you know, making a bing. They were throwing the targets onto the ground. I mean, and I think, you know, in such a short barrel, it makes so much. I mean, this is what, an 8-inch barrel?
8-inch.
Makes so much more sense running a 7.62 caliber
than 5.56.
Than 5.56, because 5.56 you just lose all that velocity, which is, I mean, let's face it, 5.56 is a velocity dependent round.
Yep.
You lose all that velocity, now you're just shooting a glorified loud 22.
And so what does everyone do? They get 300 Blackout, 300 Blackout. I couldn't tell you the price, but it's expensive.
It's, I mean, I can tell you that I don't like shooting my 300 blackout nearly as much as I would like to, just because of the cost. So it's
But
nice.
Everyone knows 7.62 is fairly cheap.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's more expensive now, but it's still cheap compared to 300 blackout.
Right.
And once again, I don't know all the technical stats, but kind of similar to 300 blackout, I would say.
Very comparable.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
comparable. And you can get subsonic 7.62 by 39.
Yes.
So if you wanted to run it ultra quiet with subs, which we didn't test today, we'll have to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That would be really interesting to find out how that would
Compare
perform.
the two. Grab a Maxim 300 blackout versus a Maxim 7.62. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, but I mean, what did you like, and is there anything you didn't like about it?
So I like the fact that obviously it had that better hit power. I haven't shot a lot of 7.62 by 39, if I'm just being honest. I'm typically a 5.56 AR guy. That's just how I typically run my guns. But what immediately just caught my attention was how much harder that round was hitting. I mean, we shoot out at this range quite a bit.
Yeah.
We're really familiar with the stand layout, shooting the steel, kind of that recoil and hit impulse.
The feedback.
Yeah, we understand the feedback. We shoot the 5.56 a lot. So watching this hit those same targets so much harder and just seeing how much more impactful it is was really just tension grabbing right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And then for me, the other thing was just how smooth this gun cycled.
Very, very smooth.
I was very surprised by that. I mean, honestly, Maxim is doing something right with that buffer system.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of expected with that tiny of a buffer system that this thing was going to be a little bit more jumpy than it was. Man, it felt great. Very, very impressed.
If you want a short package overall, like this short of a package,
yeah, go ahead and close that up so you can kind of see how short that thing is. So, I mean, that only adds about 5 inches to the back of the gun. And this is a longer configuration gun. This was one that the shop put together. We intentionally wanted to have that kind of integrally suppressed look with this one, which is why we threw a 13-inch handguard over that 8-inch barrel. But really, if you wanted to keep her nice and short, you could run a much shorter handguard, and that thing's going to run great. Even if you're just got the hate brake on there instead of a suppressor, it's going to just be an awesome little backpack gun, truck gun, home defense CQB gun. Yeah,
truck
that thing
and
would
home
hit
gun. Yeah,
hard.
yeah. I mean, as far as I might have not all the information correct, but I believe that like us as Modern Warriors and Maxim Defense kind of traded back and forth some ideas about actually doing this longer handguard, shorter barrel with a suppressor tucked underneath, and they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great package. I think philosophy of use is going to be, for me, truck gun or home defense gun.
Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, it is a blast to shoot at the range.
Oh yeah.
Like, normally when we go out and shoot, I feel like we're not too like, hey, let me shoot it this time. Hey, it's more like,
we were fighting over who got to shoot
yeah,
this
like
time.
I am perfectly fine filming. You're perfectly fine filming whenever. But this time, I remember there was a couple times you're like, hey, can I shoot this time? I was like, no, like,
Yeah.
I want to shoot this time. I just loaded the mag. Let me shoot it.
Right, yeah, which that is something I don't think we've really experienced a ton, is the fact that we were kind of fighting over who got to shoot it.
Yeah.
We were having so much fun with it. So useful, absolutely. I was, again, surprised that the magazines worked as well as they did. Maxim recommends running the Duramags, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
They're some of the best quality, arguably the best ones for an AR platform that's chambering a 7.62 by 39 round. They would recommend running those. We had no problems on any of the mags.
Totally
We ran,
reliable.
the 30 rounds and the 20 round mags work great. I think the mags fit my plate carrier, which surprised me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought that curvature was going to throw things up. Had no problems, was able to do some reload drills.
I mean, if you were going to be doing drills where you are retaining mags and trying to put them back into your chest rig,
could be a little challenging.
definitely
Take a little practice, but no harder than an AK mag would be.
Yeah.
Those would be way harder.
But they fit in the same pockets as your 5.56 mags.
Yep.
So that's kind of nice. You don't have to go get a whole new
placard or anything. You just run
exactly.
what you've got if you've got a 5.56 setup.
Yeah.
So.
But also, what I really enjoyed about this, I have shot sadly, not enough AKs. And I am not good with the controls and everything with an AK. I always go to flick off the safety with my thumb, and it's not there. Don't know why. But so that's something that I really enjoyed because you're shooting 7.62 by 39 and you have the beloved controls of an AR-15.
Right.
I love the controls of an AR-15, and I know that there's a lot of AK guys out there that might disagree or whatever, but this is what I kind of grew up on, and this is what I know. This is what I'm really confident on. So if you wanted to shoot that caliber, this is a really, really, really good option.
I agree.
Like I don't know how many times, have you ever had that problem before, or is that just me?
Going to a different platform?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, yeah, it's great. I mean, yeah, the majority of the shooting I'm doing is on an AR style platform. So being able to just pick up another gun, again, that's an AR style platform, but now I'm shooting a very common, hard hitting caliber. It's great. I didn't need to relearn how to ride the bike. I can just pick it up and start running it, which,
that being said, you
nice.
should know how to
yeah, you should learn how to run an AK.
Learn how to learn an AK, guys.
But it's great knowing that I was able to just pick it up and go with it. It felt seamless. Reloads were great. I mean, it's an AR-15, but they didn't try to reinvent anything. They just did what a lot of people have struggled to do, which is build a reliable AR-15 that's able to shoot 7.62 by 39. Guys, we're a huge fan of this. I mean, I would get one in a heartbeat, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's parts of me I'd almost rather have that than an AK, just because I can kind of keep that, muscle memory down.
Yeah. Also, it is very aesthetic.
Very good looking gun.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's all billet, it looks like. You got like flared magwell. It's super easy to reload.
I think the only thing I would change is just maybe drop a Geisley trigger into it.
Yeah.
The ALG's good, but I think that could be a little better.
That's so nitpicky though.
It is. And
but like I
we're
have
trying to find
Geisleys
something.
and everything, and so I would probably do a Geisley. But that being said,
do you need to?
No, you don't need to. And if you want to, it's an AR platform.
Yep.
So
easy to do.
pretty easy to do. Like I don't really have anything bad to say, except maybe this gets pretty hot.
That got
I
really
would
toasty.
Bump.
Oh. Ow. Oh, dude, ow.
Hot?
Yeah, it's so hot. Here, just
Put that back. Maybe wear gloves, but I usually have gloves when I'm out running and gunning anyways, so I don't know if that would really affect me that much.
And that wasn't even so much the gun. That was us putting a handguard over the suppressor for the looks. That's us. But yeah, that did get a little toasty. I mean,
we were also running it pretty hard, so.
Yeah, because of our excitement to shoot it, we were feeding rounds through it about as fast as you could. So
I mean, that's the same thing with every platform though. It's gonna get hot if you run it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
guys, in conclusion, we are a huge fan of this gun. It genuinely surprised us. I think we both came out here very skeptical, kind of looking for reasons to pick it apart. I don't think either of us expected it to be as reliable as it is. That being said, did we get it super muddy or anything like that? No. We may have to do a torture test one day, but for now, initial impressions, even after putting a few hundred rounds through it, we are sad that we ran out of ammo. We wanted to keep shooting the thing. Big fans of it. We are excited to show it to you. If you have a chance to come by our store, we'd be happy to get one in your hands, let you play around with them. We've got them in 5.56, 7.62, 300 blackout. We even have their 9mm version and their bigger AR-10 models, those are super sweet.
yeah.
So guys, come on by the shop. We'd be happy to spend some time showing you these guns, letting you check them out. And if you like what you saw today, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a like, maybe give us a little comment on there. Let us know what you'd like to see. It really does help us out. YouTube, unfortunately, right now is not super friendly towards gun content. So anything you can do to, just like those little likes, comments, really helps us build an establishment there on YouTube so we can stick around and continue to keep bringing you really cool content. So Nate, you have anything you want to say before we sign off?
Not really. Just if you have the opportunity to try one of these, try it. You're gonna love it. Like, it's such a fun gun. But yeah, please, if you're in town and you still haven't seen our new shop, come into the new shop.
Yeah.
And please like and subscribe, because that's really gonna help us a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for watching today's Tactical Tuesday. Continue to train hard, train smart, and until next week, guys, God bless you.